Hey, this is William for attackofthefanboy.com, and I'm here with Kyle Hansen.
Hey.
And this is Forza Motorsport 6 from Turn 10 Studios, the Microsoft Xbox One exclusive. Kyle, did you know this is the 10-year anniversary for the Forza series?
Oh, wow.
10 years, man.
That is pretty crazy.
You hate these games.
I don't hate these games.
Hate is a strong word. Okay. I like these games.
I honestly haven't played more than probably 2 hours of these games.
Ever. In 10 years.
Yep. In 10 years. I've known about them. I see them every year at E3. I call it my car porn hour. Once a year.
You don't get it hard on when that car comes out of the ceiling?
Car comes rolling down. They talk about, it's hand-stitched leather. And I'm like, oh, my God.
Oh, man. You gotta like cars. You're un-American.
I am un-American, apparently.
All right. Well, we have some gameplay video from the review we're doing right now that Microsoft sent over. And we are kind of limited on the tracks. We're going to jump into the gameplay right here on Sebring in the Rain. I'm going through some options here just to kind of show what is available, and these are mod packs for the game, which this is a new feature. As you can see in the video, there's multi-tiered mod packs. This is probably going to be a controversial aspect for this game.
Are these microtransactions?
No, not that I can see. That's another thing I'll get to when we're watching my horrendous driving in the rain here shortly. But these mod packs are basically, as you can see, different things that you can add in 3 different slots, and they're purple, blue, and green, and one for each slot. As you can see on the right, the one I have selected is a plus grip, so that helps me out in driving. But this one that I'm focused on right now is a Dare mod, which will give you bonus credits or the chance to earn bonus credits if you hit your objective while using that Dare mod. This other one is the green one is like a bonus for any time I make superb cornering. You earn 2,000 credits, and that will stack until you reach 12,000 for this particular mod. But when you buy those packs, you get random cards that you can use, and they're just added. Some are ones that are persistent. Some are one-time use. As you can see, some are unlimited use there. But then you can buy more. And as you can see up in the upper right-hand corner, I've got my credits. So those are credits that I'm earning from playing the game, and then I can buy the mod packs with those.
Are those dares or whatever those are called that earn you the credits? You're picking those, or are they random?
Yeah. You get them randomly in those packs, but you can use whatever ones you want. So the one I didn't use a Dare because it's raining and I didn't want to be restrained, because the only 2 I have is one that adds weight to the car, and the other one was you have to use the helmet cam, and you can't see the speedometer or anything like that. So you don't get into these games, but gearheads will love this stuff in the tuning setup.
Stuff that just drives me. And if I sound negative, don't worry about me. It's these just maybe aren't my games, but
this is not for you, Kyle. This game might not be for you in general, but this level of customization on the cars is not even for me, and I love the games. This is for people who really want to dig into Forza. They're really looking to get those good lap times. They're changing things around. They're gearing their car differently for tracks that might have long straightaways or more cornering, and they're going to want to get more RPM faster. So, if this is probably not for you, but in this, you can change these sliders around, and then on the left-hand side, you'll be able to see the effects of your changes, and whether that makes sense to you or not depends on whether you are a physicist for NASA. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I can appreciate that, though, that it shows you in real time that you're making things better or worse. Because if I got in here and I was like, I'm going to put my acceleration all the way up because that's obviously better, and then it would, ruin everything. Yeah,
you can definitely mess up your car. This is why I select no here. Oh, maybe I didn't. But here in the Drivatars, which I'm about to go into, or maybe not, is You remember Drivatar when they came out on E3 and
I do.
announced
Yeah,
the
they
power of the
made a pretty
cloud?
big deal. Yep.
Yeah, Drivatars are still around. I'm not 100% sure that I've ever realized like what Drivatars actually are doing, or if it's just smoke and mirrors. It definitely pulls other players' data into your game and populates your world when you're playing offline with people that you know. I can say that my Drivatar is an asshole. And you'll be able to see.
Sounds 100% accurate.
Watch, because you'll be able to see that I drive like an asshole. And I think all Drivatars pretty much drive like assholes, and in all the Forza games that I've played. So I'd say it's working.
Yeah.
But it might just be completely broken. I really don't know at this point. But
The real Xbox Live experience.
right, the power of the cloud is in full effect here. But I really don't know. I like the idea of Drivatars. I really do. Like bringing other people's data into your world. That's something that keeps the game alive when you're playing by yourself, in my opinion. Whether it's meaningful or not, I really don't know. I have to give them the benefit of the doubt. But most Drivatars seem like assholes, and other people told me that my Drivatar is an asshole. So I don't know. Maybe. Assist with Forza, you can turn things up to change the difficulty up and down. You can go easy, medium, hard, veteran, professional, and as you can see, you get credit increases for changing that stuff. And I play on hard because I'm a fool. As you'll see, when I'm driving around, I cannot control this car. Yeah, this is
a lot.
Yeah, because this is on the. I think this is on the Sebring track in the rain, which is another new feature for Forza 6. As you can see, like it looks really good.
Yeah, like as much as I rag on these games because they're just not my thing, they are gorgeous.
Yeah, this is as good as it's ever been. 1080p, 60 frames per second, with real-time 3D modeling of puddles, and as you can see, like the water beating off of. Here you go. That's just straight out of the gate. Straight out of the gate, right into a wall. This race does get worse, and there's the hydroplaning in real-time 3D puddles. This is a big difference to anything that's ever been in Forza before. The real-time wetness extends onto the grass, so it feels like you're driving through mush, basically, and you can't get back onto the road. As you'll see, I have a hard time staying on the road in this race, but the rain aspect is one of the things they were hitting home on at E3.
Yeah. When you see these puddles on the side of the road, like that's how puddles form. Like that's crazy the way that they have that. What's the other game with? They've been pushing weather in driving games, haven't they?
Yeah, they have, but I haven't seen anything that is on this level with the puddles, because it changes the. It's hard to get a feel for it while you're just watching it, but when you go through it, there's an actual physical pull.
You're driving like an asshole.
I am. Don't worry, you haven't seen the last of that.
Oh, jeez.
I am not ashamed to admit that you feel completely out of control. I'm driving the Bugatti, and it is hard to control on this. Once you hit these grassy patches, it's really hard to get back on the road. Mm-hmm. It's not as bad when you're playing with different cars, like the high end race cars, the Formula One stuff is a little bit easier to control in this sort of weather. This one just was really, really squirrely in this rainy environment, and I haven't only been playing this game for about 5 or 6 hours so far in the review process, but I love the rain aspect for this game. It adds a different element, and one thing I couldn't stop thinking about was what is going to happen when you get a bunch of people online playing in these sort of conditions. It's just going to be like crazy bumper cars because people don't stay in line or race well when it's dry outside, and you can barely control your car in these environments. So
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of see that even outside of what you referred to as your terrible driving. Like here, you're just not. You had to brake pretty severely to get around that turn.
well, you don't even understand. You have to brake way, way ahead of time, and
Yeah.
you're just like, it feels like you're sliding, but it feels legitimate. I mean, there are options in Forza 6 that will allow you to not. I'm playing on hard here, so it's more realistic to the fact like you can't just slam on the brakes and you're going to stop in these conditions. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, bud.
You're coming with me into the wall.
Yep. Had to use you as a buffer. But there are options you can turn on that will help you, that will assist you in stopping. So, I mean, you could look at that as cheating. You could look at that as like maybe just having more fun with it if you're really not into the simulation aspect of it. But Forza will let you take the game. Here we go again. Watch out. I got that guy airborne. Came in hard
Here
on
comes
him.
Will.
Yes. And maybe that's why my drivatar is such a dick.
Yeah.
But yeah, the assist thing will help out immensely. Different cars will perform differently on these tracks. But by far, this stuff is going to take the most sort of skill as a player to get the hang of, because these puddles form, you don't realize it's another thing that you have to worry about avoiding on these rainy tracks. So as a fan of these sorts of games, I like when they throw stuff like this in. With Forza, you've got not only this wet racing and rain racing across a number of the different tracks, but you also have night racing. So they've really kind of changed things up for Forza because it's never had that before.
Now, how bad can the weather get? I know you've only played a couple of hours, but is this the worst rain that you've seen, or can you get like almost hurricane levels? Because that's what I want to see.
Yeah. Then if that's what you want to see, there's a game for you. It's not this game. It might be this game. I don't think that this game. I tried to go in reverse to the finish line here. Look at this, and then I thought I could make it. I was almost there, Kyle. Look how close I was. Fuck.
Could have done it.
If I could have stayed with it. Oh, that wasn't the finish. I was close though. I was like, damn, I was in 10th place.
I just imagine the commentators like, what the hell is he doing?
So you've got your XP driver level, and I've won a spin here. So this is a new thing for Forza 6. Something that Forza 5 didn't have that got a lot of people pissed off was a progression system that didn't feel like it was trying to bilk you for microtransactions. And they did a lot of...
It didn't have that and people were angry?
No. Did I say... Wait. No, yeah. Forza 5 had that. Forza 6 doesn't have that.
Okay.
When Forza 5 came out, it had that. Forza 6 doesn't have that. It has that spin the wheel. You get chances to earn cars. You get chances to earn credits. There's a lot of different ways to actually progress in this game compared to how Forza 5 was. They took a page from Forza Horizon 2 with the slot machine kind of no whammy deal. And it's been pretty generous so far. So it doesn't feel like the microtransaction thing from Forza 5 is as much of an issue. I think they really took the fans' concern to heart because the Forza series is pretty beloved. And even people who liked it were like, I don't like this. I don't like what's going on here. The progression system feels too slow. It feels like you're trying to get us to buy these packs. And this one doesn't feel like that, which is good. This race is going to be a little better, I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm telling you that this one will be better because it's not raining. I mean, it is hard to control these cars in that rainy weather.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed to. So you're buying a mod pack now?
I'm thinking about it. I don't think I buy one because I don't have that many credits and I didn't want to buy the low end one.
Okay.
and I already have some pretty decent mods on the car, but this is a rental, and I'm not sure if you can
Wait, you're
put mods
renting
on
the
it.
car?
Yeah, so in the free play, it says rental, but it's just not in your garage. So this Koenigsegg is not. I don't own this car, but in free play, you can play with any car. You just rent it. It's just the way that you just can't make mods to it,
Okay.
which is not a
The
new
reflections.
thing for Forza.
Yeah, the reflections are the craziest.
Oh, this game looks incredible.
So this is Rio. So how many? Like, what's the content to this? Can you say? How many
The
cars?
content
How
as
many
far as how,
maps?
yeah, there's. I know for a fact that there's 460 Forza Vista cars, and that's a lot for Forza games. These are the cars that you can get in, you can look in, open the doors, look around in all your car prawn heaven. You know, you can. Do you know what I'm talking about when I say Forza Vista?
No.
It's
Wait,
just it's
is
like
that the
your
one where you
it's
can
your
just look at your car? You just like
yeah.
stare at it.
You can stare at it. You can open it. These interiors are modeled very realistically with the Forza engine. You know, this is probably best in class when it comes to that sort of stuff. Between this and Gran Turismo are basically, at least for consoles, the two games that really model these cars the best.
Yeah. And the maps look good too. I mean, just yeah, they put a lot of work in the visuals.
Yeah, and there are 26 destinations. So
Okay.
you've got like Rio, we saw Sebring. We'll see one in Belgium. They've got the Nürburgring. They've got Daytona, Indianapolis. I mean, I don't know if any of those mean anything to you, but like for
I'm
me,
aware of
to
some
have
of them.
Nürburgring and all the variations of it is something like, yes, fuck, I'll play that all the time. Or Road America. A lot of the classic maps from Forza Return, and these are real world destinations as well. A lot of them are, but they've got some that are built specifically by Microsoft.
Oh God.
Right in, right into those tires. So you've got some maps that are kind of built in real world locations, but they're built for the game. They're not real world maps. But a lot of the maps are actual racetracks.
All right. So I mean, it is still very simulation handling, right?
It
'Cause
really,
that's always what turned me off is kind of the sim aspect of the driving.
I don't know. I'm in first place. I ran head on into a wall. So I don't know
Yeah.
how simulation it actually is. But there's a considerable like range of how you can play this game. You can turn off those assists, which I was talking about, which would make it. If you turn them off, you turn off the assist, it would steal. That was a good one. I bounced right off of that wall.
Yeah, wasn't bad.
But you turn the assists off, you're going to have a more simulation-oriented experience. If you put them on, you're going to have more of an arcadey sort of experience. It's really just up to the player, and that's what's always been good about the Forza games is the way that they have kind of kept that range and been able to appeal to a wide variety of players because of that. So,
Yeah, maybe worth checking out for me. So the rewind, what was that? I saw that earlier.
so the
Press Y
rewind is
to
kind of. I mean, you don't play racing games at all, do you?
I loved Burnout. Burnout
Okay.
was my racing series.
I don't
Now it
remember
is
if Burnout
gone.
ever had rewind. I think they've kind of
Don't
added
get
rewind
it.
into almost every racing game these days where if you mess up on a turn and you want to
It's like
rewind,
Prince of Persia.
pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. In Forza, I believe it takes away some of your earned credits if you have to rewind. But, you know, it is there for you. I think you can get like boosts that or mods that take away that ability as well. I don't use it that much because I'm an old school racing player. I never even remember it, but I did, unfortunately, earlier remember it.
Yeah.
I have to
The tires
keep reminding myself.
the tires bounce out and into the road.
Oh yeah, I actually had like a whole stack of tires on my hood in a physics glitch, which was pretty cool. Not in this video, but on a map that we could not show.
Yep.
So yeah, I think we're coming up right here on the end of Rio, and then we'll get into some night racing.
Nice.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
it's
first.
not nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Good job.
I told you this one would be better. Yeah, the night racing and wet racing are the two. Yeah, the car's in good shape.
God.
The car, you're dropping this thing off as a rental. Sorry about that.
It was like that when I got it.
I didn't do that.
You didn't take a note? I told you to take a note.
I didn't do that.
Oh, this race is sponsored by Coca-Cola. Saw that.
You can't. I don't know how well this is going to look on video. You can't see anything in night
really?
racing. Yeah, watch. I mean, this track has lights on it. There are some tracks that don't have any lights on them, and all you're relying on is headlights.
What?
Yeah, it's insane. And
is
you're
that,
going extremely fast.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's fun. I mean, it's kind of like, oh shit, I can't see anything. And you're going very, very fast. You'll see on this track, you can kind of get a little bit disoriented because if you're right up on somebody's tail, you can't see the road or anything around you. You can't get your bearings. So with these cars, it's a little easier because they have strong brakes and they're they're more easy to control. But some cars that maybe drift a little more are a little bit harder to actually drive in these night races. This wasn't actually a horrible night race for me. I've had some bad ones. I'm in the cockpit view now, but I have to switch out here because I can't.
God.
Really
yeah, they're
see.
definitely going for realistic nighttime there. I couldn't even see which way you were supposed to turn.
Yeah, and in playing it for the first time, this was the first time I raced this track. You really have a hard time unless you have the tracks committed to memory. I could see people being able to play these after they've played these tracks a lot. And I've raced this track plenty of times on a number of different games. This is a real world track, so I'm familiar with this track in particular, but still with the nighttime and not having played it in a while, it was still kind of disorienting. In trying to figure out where to go. But I have some of the assists turned off that would give you the instruction that you need to kind of maybe keep pace with this.
So you're driving, this is what, F1 cars?
I think so. I believe these are F1 cars. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think these are the tippy top tier for Forza 6.
That'd be NASCAR, of course.
No. NASCAR is not the top of anything. But
I like that they can get so many advertisements in a legitimate fashion. Like that's realistic. Yeah, to have all these advertisements on the cars and on the track.
I'm sure. I mean, they get all the licenses for all these cars, so I'm sure that it's pretty much the real deal as far as who's their actual advertisers.
Yeah, if E3 is anything to go by, they are very committed to their realism.
Absolutely. The Forza guys are pretty passionate about what they do. And in the interview I sat in on for this game, they were, extremely passionate about what they're trying to do, and I think they felt like they had a little bit of makeup to do for Forza 5 because it wasn't poorly received. I'm sure it got decent scores. It was a launch game for the Xbox One. Forza's a popular series. I'm sure some reviews gave it high marks, but there were a lot of people that didn't. And it was because of that microtransaction system.
Yeah.
And I think they really put a lot of thought into that. I'm not sure that I can really talk about that all that much on this video, as far as like what my thoughts are on the game. Do I think it's good? Do I think it's bad? But I think that they put some considerable effort into making it feel a little bit more player friendly.
Whee!
Damn it.
Into the wall.
Yeah, I tried to put this one on 2 laps, but it ended up being 3. So we got another lap, and the last lap is going to be the thrilling conclusion.
Oh boy. So you're in second. You're not doing too bad this race.
Not yet. No, I am not. Not yet. This is where I'm feeling good. Feeling good about things. I'm right on Verizon's tail.
I like that your rear view mirror is just black. You can't see anything.
You can't see anything in the actual game either. Actually, looking at the game now, it feels like, since I'm not actually controlling it while we're talking, it feels a little bit easier to see everything. Mm-hmm. But while you're actually playing it, it all just feels like a blur, because the sense of speed is there, where you're like,
everything
oh
is flying
shit.
by.
Yeah. I'm not getting a chance to look at the periphery stuff when I'm actually playing the game. I mean, you're just looking at the road, trying to keep it between the lines. Look out for those assists on the arrow braking stuff. And, sometimes you just miss it. You just lose it, like I did there.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, can you give an overall? It seems to be, if I can summarize, a return to form. Like it's not that Forza 5 was bad, like you said, but it seems like Forza 6 will really please series fans.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in Forza 6 that fans are gonna like. Like, obviously, the liveries, the tuning. You've got the return to drivatars. People laugh at it, but a lot of people like that stuff. You've got online leagues this time around. You can spectate in leagues. I think the night and wet racing is going to be, I don't know if that's a selling point, but once you get in and play it, you're like, wow, this is actually really good. And then the Forza Vista as well.
God.
Yeah.
Good thing you
I still come out in first right there. Oh no, I don't. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of content in this game for people who like racing games, and
that cockpit looks awesome at night.
The cockpit views in this game are incredible. They are so detailed, down to like every little piece of the dashboard for this vehicle. But yeah, you can't see. You're just looking out of a slit right here. That's why, and I'm like, gotta switch back, and I lost it. I think that isn't exactly where I lost it. No, it is. That's where I lose the race, right there, when I ran into the wall, and now I'm going to try and make my valiant, you see this turn coming up, Kyle?
Yeah.
I think this is the one I try and shoot through.
Pretty fast.
No, this isn't it. There's another one where I try to shoot a straight line through there and overtake this guy, and I just can't get it done, unfortunately. And then I get all turned around.
Yeah, you're catching up.
Yeah, I mean, surprisingly.
I believe in you.
It's not going to happen. I can tell the future.
He's gone.
No, I still catch him again. I still get in here's the little turn. I try and shoot the gap right here. I try to just go straight line. Where am I? Oh no! And then I can't find my way back onto the track.
Oh yeah.
Like, where?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh.
I can't see anything. Oh, there's everybody. There's everybody.
Yeah. Oh.
There, we're going to a wall again. Nope.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah, I mean, I probably shouldn't even be playing on hard for as little as I've played of this game, I should probably have given it a little bit more time to work with. But overall, so far, so good with Forza 6. There's a demo out right now on Xbox Live. You can download that and try it out. Try some different maps than the ones that were seen in this video. But any final questions or thoughts, Kyle?
No, it looks good. Car looks great.
Yeah, as always, the car is in top shape. So is this going to be one game that you're going to play this year, Kyle?
Nah.
I'm going to. I'm going to keep playing the hell out of this.
Give me
seems
Burnout 5. I'll be all over it.
You're going to be waiting a little while for that.
Yeah.